Hello everyone, this is Lisa Kester with Wild Acorns Art Studio, and I have been doing some painting that's a little different than the pottery that I've been doing. But I noticed I started doing some more painting because my arthritis has been getting a little worse in my hands. So the painting's a little easier on my hands than the pottery. So, but I mean, I'm not the, like a wonderful painter or anything. So you'd be learning along with me. But one thing I did notice, and I thought I would share something, is that, on my pottery, I love to use the underglazes because I like to paint on my pottery. And as you know, one of my favorite things to kind of do on my pottery cups is the doodle mugs and doodle bowls, and honestly, those seem to sell great. I mean, people love this because they have character, and they're I don't know, they're fun, they're whimsical. And so when I've been painting, um, I've been trying to paint this stringent stuff. You watch all these videos, and so you try to paint like other people. You try to learn their style, but it dawned on me, I should paint like I paint, on my pottery, and that's what I kind of want to share, is that if you are a potter and you're painting, all these things can tie together. They can all carry on together. Your what your likes and dislikes are, and what your talents are, and so before I bore you to death, but that's what I wanted to share. So I started out with these little 4x4 cards, and it's always easy to start small because if you mess up, you just throw it away, and so you're not afraid to try different things. And so I've tried some different paintings, and some of them just were really ugly. So that's why I wasn't sharing too much. But this little technique that I found, and I'm not going to share the whole thing right now, just because, well, this was kind of a seat of your pants decision to make a video. But I will share. So what I do is, these are just cute little cards, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I bought some wooden plaques, and I think I'm going to paint the plaques and then put these on here. These are just doodles. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, because one of my favorite painters that I love to watch is oh no, I know, forget her name, CC. I think it's CC CEE Creative Designs, and she's got like 300,000 subscribers. She's a painter for watercolors up in Canada, and I've been watching her for years, and she's a really good painter, and she does a lot of this doodling. And so I thought, gosh, why, anyway. So you may say, Lisa, that's not really that exciting. But it is for me. So I just thought, for me, I mean, in art, art is extremely subjective. I mean, I shouldn't say this probably, but I see paintings out there for sale that just don't interest me at all. They just, I don't see it. And I'm sure they're, and that's the way, if you're writing a book, if you're making a movie, any type of art, I mean, like I said, it's, songwriting, it's very subjective, and, that's perfectly normal. But as long as it appeals to you, the artist, that's, what's important. And so when I started I was just throwing blobs of paint. I thought, I don't know what I want to do. I'm just going to throw blobs of paint. But these, they would make really cute cards or stuff, So I'll show you a few real quick. This one, you can kind of see I put some gold on it. But they are just, they're just fun. Here's another one. I love the leaves on here. And I love this here. But when I threw these blobs of paint down on the, this is a watercolor, 140-pound cold press paper. And it comes in these little tablets. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I just threw a bunch of blobs of paint on a bunch of cards, and then I let them dry overnight, and I let them expand and, you know, make the colors mix and do what they want to do. And then once they're dry, I go back and I stare at them for a while, and I think, what can I do with that? You know, some of them are more obvious than others, but like these are just random. Like this one here. And like I said, I'm not sure, like this was just, I just literally threw a bunch of paint on here. And then I kind of let it drip. And it's just, you know, fun. Here's one of my favorite ones. I'm going to do this one here. I'm not sure how this probably goes this way. And just look at the, something I was so happy with was the motion, the fluidness of these paintings. And this was just, like I said, I didn't know what this was going to be. When I put these blobs of watercolor down in this paper and I turned it, you know, all different ways to get it to run, you know, I wasn't sure what it was going to be. This one I'm not real thrilled about, but it was fun to do. I'll probably turn it this way. But it's, you know, I mean, that's not going to be a, you know, a great painting. Here's one I just did. This one I love. So like I said, I didn't know what this was going to be. I kind of figured it was going to be a flower. So I kind of put the colors and let them run a little bit in the same place. But so this is one I want to doodle on and let you follow me. I've got a couple like this. And so these I kind of, like I said, I kind of cheated on because I knew I kind of wanted to do some flowers. So let me lower you down. Oh, and here's a big one that I did. I think there's a reflection of my light on here. There we go. Well, let's see. You can see my light. You can see all the lights. There we go. Now you can't. So what do you think of that one? So I'm gonna add these all to my website. And eventually, they're all gonna go in frames. Now, this is obviously a bigger one, but these little ones, I think I'm gonna put them on a. You can buy little wooden like squares or plaques, and so I'm going to. I think I'm going to paint those a color and then put it on there. So here's this one. See, it doesn't look like a whole lot here. Maybe I should put it on here and you guys can, yeah, I think that'll show up a little bit better. I think you can see that okay. Yeah, okay. So I'm using this pen. I use these. This is what I usually use. Just a typical Sharpie, and then a typical Sharpie here, the thin and the little bit thicker one. So that's what I typically use. It's just those two sizes. But I found this on Amazon, and it is just one of those. I don't know if you can see that. Dropping everything. It's just one of those pens with the ink cartridge in there. Can you see that? But what's weird is I ordered these last year and I don't remember, like there's no name on these, there's no name on the box. But I just went to Amazon and I typed in, I think it was ink cartridge pens, and it came with like 20 ink cartridges, all different colors and all different size pens, like 10 pens in there. If I can find the link, I will share it. I'll have to look that up, but I bought these like last year and I never used them, but they're really nice. Let's see here. Let's see if I can't. Okay. hard for me to tell if I'm how, you know, well I'm in the camera here because my glasses are so old I can't see anymore. I was supposed to get new glasses last week, and then right before I went, they canceled my appointment. They said my insurance is, they don't carry my insurance. I'm like, well, that's nice. I waited 2 months for the appointment. Now they canceled. You guys see okay? Okay. Well, hopefully you see okay. I'll try to keep my big hands out of the way. But this pen, I just love it. And I think it is waterproof. Let me check real quick. I'll let that dry, and then I will check to see if it's. I didn't even check that. I've been having so much fun doodling. So these are probably be called my doodle paintings. You know, so I just kind of do a loose outline. Like I know the green is going to be the leaves, but I don't really know like what sizes they're going to be. Now these do dry out. Like I had to dip this in water because it was all dried out from the last time. Yeah, it's not working right. Let's see here. Need to find a piece of paper I don't care about. Look at this. This is my paper from last night. My paper towel. I think once I get going, it'll be fine. It's probably because I just used this and it was fine. It worked great. Now it's not going to work. Well, it's always the way when you're making a video. Let me get a piece of paper here. I've got paper everywhere. Doodle paper. Let's see here. Let's see if that works. Okay, let's try this again. Here we go. Now it's working. There we go. So if I can find the link, I will add it to the description of this. But just look up inkwell pens or calligraphy pens, and you'll get a whole plethora of pens to use. And what's fun is it has all different thicknesses. I don't use the real thick. There's one that's more narrow than this. But I thought, gosh, I think you guys would have a lot of fun with this if you want to take a little break from pottery or but this, you know, your work with pottery, your work with painting, all that can carry over to each other. So I thought about trying this with underglazes too. Okay. See already how that pops? So let's see here. Let's see. And these are the pens. This is a pretty simple one. Like I said, a lot of them, I just try to put random colors and And then when I go back and it's dry, it's like, okay, so now what can I do with this? Like with this one here. So I'm going to have to think about this. Like, I see this is green, obviously, so that I could have, if that was water, I could either make these fish, or I could make these flowers with leaves, or some kind of lily pads and have that the water, but there's not a lot of blue. But so, you know, a lot of these I just have to sit and think about, you know, what I want to do with them. Whereas, like this one here, well, that doesn't want to work again. I think I'm running low on ink. When I first got this back out again, I had to, like I said, I had to dip it in water. Come on. Come on, you bad boy. I may have to, I wonder how messy, I'll probably get all over me. I might be out of ink, shoot. Let's see. See, this is the box it came in. The box doesn't have a name on it or anything. So, okay, let's see here. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of ink in there. Let me pull this ink pen out. Wasn't planning on showing you guys how to, but see, there's the cartridge. Yeah, and it looks empty. So I'm going to set that over here. You see all the ink and the ink pens? All different colors. There's all different, I mean, I'll never use all these probably. So, without trying to get ink all over me, you know, they even come in these little cases, all these ink cartridges. So I'm going to open that up, get another ink cartridge out. Yeah, I mean, there's no name on the box or anything. Oh, wait a minute, there's one that says here, it says Wanwood Direct Calligraphy Type 1, made in China, of course. I don't know if you can see that, but it was a really good deal on them, and they work really well. Let's see here now. So I just put this down in here like that. I think that's what I did. Yeah, somehow I did that. There we go. Did you hear that? It just clicked in there. And I'm going to screw that back on, and hopefully it works so that I don't have to start this video all over again, because I can't undo my painting. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. The joys of live painting. Not live, but get it started. I think I gotta get it started. Try to get it down there. I know it clicked in place, so well, oh goodness. Isn't that always the way when you're, I know it clicked in, so it's got to be working. Trying to get the ink down there. Looks like some leaked out. Here I am bragging about these, and I can't even get the thing to work, huh? It didn't come with any instructions either. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now we're back in business. Sorry about that. So yeah, so my ink just ran out. Okay, where was I? I think we were right here. Here we go. But yeah, so you can decide what you want to do with all these weird shapes. Turn them into petals or turn them into really just about anything. But it's so fun because it's just, you know, it's just basically doodling. It reminded me so much of my doodle bowls and doodle mugs that, and it was so much fun to do these. I thought I have to share them. So let's see. Can't decide if I want to put the lines in the petals. Let's see. Let's do the center part here. Sometimes before I go to bed at night, I just get my pads of paper out and I just start, you know, throwing a bunch of color and 5 or 6 different sheets, and then I just set them all aside and wait for it to dry and for the colors to kind of spread out. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put some lines in the petals. Because they're larger, they look they look lonely, you know, they look lonely. And you know, you don't, when they're this size, you don't really have to think about them too much. Because if you mess up, you just throw it away. But it's very therapeutic. And so let's see. And of course, you know, I got to do my dots. So I used to do my dots with this, but this is so much faster. Just my typical Sharpie marker. And I like it when they're fresh. Like I buy these in like 10 packs. Because once the tip gets all worn down, I don't like them anymore. So let's see here. You know me, and I love putting these dots on here. Is everybody getting ready for Halloween? It's October 9th. My son Chris, we've got the Halloween decorations up, and we've been glued to the Weather Channel. We live up here in Ohio, but that Hurricane Milton is going through, or ready to go through, southern Florida. And my heart is just breaking for those people. I have a sister-in-law down there and a nephew down there, and in Tampa and Port Charlotte, and they stayed. So I am just praying for them that they make it. They've got, you know, a lot of animals, and so they didn't want to leave, but I'm so worried about all the people down there. We've been going to Sanibel Island since I was a child. My father loved Sanibel Island, and we were scheduled to go down there right before, a few months before Hurricane Ian hit, and we had to cancel our plans. We went to Key West, and we went to Sanibel this past January, and I was just so saddened to see what a disarray it was still in. It was very sad. I feel so bad for all the people who live there. And you know, the causeway to get over to Sanibel is still not even repaired yet from that hurricane, and now they got this one bearing down on them, and so I've just been thinking about them a lot. So prayers for them. I think that's it. See how simple that was? So these watercolors are pretty decent watercolors. And you know, it does make a difference with the watercolors. I'll show you what I use. I love these. They give you a little water tray or a little mixing tray, and look at all the colors you get. These colors are just beautiful. I've bought some before that weren't very high quality, and they got real grainy. These are, I just made a mess of this, but I can't even say that. Schpirerr Farben. Here's a better way. I'll try to remember to reverse the video. They come in this really nice case. They weren't, you know, overly expensive, but they are, I know, a quality watercolor. And so I really like this. So anyway, so that's what I've used on here. And I guess, like I said, the paper is just a little pad of paper. This is probably 4 by 6. Let me see if I've got another pad up here. I can show you. This is bigger. I don't have one, but it doesn't really matter. These are giant works of art. Oh, all my cushions, my chair. But you can see it does have a, I don't know if you can see the grain to it. But anyway, so this is what, you know, isn't that fun? You can make note cards. And like I said, this is what it started out as. That to that. So, and they're just fun to doodle. I'm back. Like I said, I wasn't going to do a video, so I don't have any makeup on. I look pretty, ugh. You can see it's dark outside now. But I did this one, and I thought, oh gosh, that one turned out, so I put that in front of my face. I don't usually wear much makeup anyway, but still. But anyway, these are fun. Before I keep talking your head off. But yeah, isn't that cute? Oh, what fun! So I thought I have to share. I thought these are just, I don't know. You may say, Lisa, they're not too exciting, but I just thought they were adorable. I mean, you know, like I said, you could do note cards or put them on a. Like I said, I'm gonna try to mount these. I think on these wooden little plaques, and paint it and put these on there. And let's see. Yeah, there's that one again. I think I'm going to try to scan them in. I don't know if I can enlarge them or not. We'll have to see. But I'm going to try to scan them in. And I bought a real nice color printer that's supposed to print pretty high quality prints. So we'll see. I've had it for about, I want to say 6 months, and I figured out how to use it, but not well. So I'm still working on that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button and the like button and share for me. I've got over 5,000 followers now. How exciting. So anyway, let me know your thoughts if you like this or not, because I might do a bigger one too. You know, it's amazing. It is a little harder to do. Look at that stupid thing. I see a glare. The bigger ones, the colors don't flow as much. You just have to add more water, but it is a little different feel, you know. But anyway, let me know what you think of that. And I hope you guys have a great evening. Thanks.